day 7 of 30. I'll show you from the side. And now we're going to begin. We're going to do something a little different with child's pose. We're going to put some support under our legs. So my lower back pain, now I just feel stiffness. I do have slight tightness on my inner thigh, but I could still bear weight on the left leg. Couldn't do that 7 days ago. Right leg. So let's get into it. This is a bit slower. My left side seems a bit tight. So you're gonna need 2 blocks, 2 bolsters, 3 blankets or beach towels. So this time we're gonna sit on 2 blankets and then use the 3rd one to add some support between our leg and our butt. I'll show you. So set up, as always, stagnate the blocks, get your bolster. If you need another bolster, you have it. I'm going to bring another bolster just in case. I'm going to attempt to bring a bolster. These are great, but they don't only have handles on one side. You're going to separate your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Make sure your butt is on the blanket. So I'm going to come up further. And now I'm going to take this blanket and place it here. So the goal is to bring it up behind the knee and then sit back like that. And then stagnate your blocks. Test your bolster. And pretty tight. Okay, that's better. So we're going to be here for 10 minutes. This time I'll set a timer. So we're not here for 15. So I'm thinking today we should be here for 15. We're just going to do 3 poses. But we'll do 10 minutes each. So you could rest on your hands or just put your forehead down. So I'm going to open my legs more. Come up. See how you feel. I feel that a lot in my left thigh when I come up. So I'll remove the bolsters out of the way and give myself some support. Next pose, you have a few options. So you're going to move your bolsters out of the way, move your blankets out of the way. And I'm going to show you. You could use a blanket, bolsters, or blocks. So my left hip definitely opened up. But it feels a little weird. So you're going to take a blanket. I'm going to move these blankets out of the way. And I'm going to show you. You're going to take this blanket, open it, roll it up. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just roll it up. Just make sure you could roll it. So there you have it. You also need a strap. So you're going to put the strap on your waist. I like to keep this part closer to me on the side. You're going to put your feet together, and the strap is going to be on either side of your feet. So I'll give you your options. So this is what we're looking at. Put your feet together as much as you can. Not even sure I could do this, but we'll see. And you want the strap on the inside. So I'm going to make mine looser. And you want your feet together. You're going to, as you come into the pose, you're going to pull the strap here and make it tighter. So option 1 is use this blanket under your toes and in your thighs. Option 2, not using the blanket, so I'm going to move it out of the way, is use the blocks here on either side of you. Not going to do that either. Well, actually, I may. So this is where you're being. You pull the strap. So I'm going to set up the back. So you're going to have one here and one here. Then you're going to take this bolster and place it behind you. And I'll show you. So that's your setup. Bolster. And then I'm using these bolsters. But who knows? I may use the block too. Then you're going to come onto the edge of the mat. And you're going to need another blanket for your head. So that's your setup. So put your feet together as much as you can. Just meet your body where it's at. So I'm going to tighten it here, but I have a twist in my strap. So actually, I'm going to turn it this way. So make sure there's no twist in your strap as best you can. Now I'm not sure what would happen here. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to pull the strap. And make it tighter. Notice my hips are very tight. So, we're going to use the bolsters, not the blocks, because we need a lot of height. You're going to take this, put this behind your head. So, I'm going to attempt to tighten this more. And you're going to close your eyes from the top to the bottom. And we'll be here for 10 minutes. You're going to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, come up. What you're going to do is take your hands, put them on either side of your thighs on the outside, and you're going to bring your thighs in. So I'm going to first release the strap on the right side and bring that leg in. And then now that the tension is gone, I can bring the left leg in, or attempt to for that matter. So this hip is really open now. Move the bolsters out of the way. Put my hands on either side of my buttocks. And I'm going to come up. So I need to support that left leg. And now we're going to do legs up the wall and vagus nerve tapping. So that was very intense for me. Move your strap out of the way. Make sure your bolster is at least a hand width away from the wall. Take your props, put them back out of the way. Less to clean up later. Mine's is going to be a little more because I want to be on the mat. So remember, vagus nerve tapping, 30 taps.
Exercise ring closed.
Thanks, Siri. 30 taps under the ear, 30 taps to either side of the neck, 30 taps in the indent of the collarbone, and 30 taps in the sternum. So, show you again. 30 taps here, 30 taps here, 30 taps here, and 30 taps here. Come onto the edge of the bolster with your buttocks and come up. Make sure your sacrum is on the bolster. You may need to adjust. And we're going to be here for 10 minutes. Vagus nerve tapping under the ear, 30 taps. Down the neck. The indent where the collarbone is. Between the breast, the sternum. Now roll your shoulder blades under. Close your eyes from the top to the bottom and separate your lips. See, ankle's still good. Ankle's still good. It's getting better on the left side. Definitely no inflammation on this side. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You're going to bend your knees. Lift up your buttocks. Move the bolster out of the way. And come onto the floor. So we're going to come into Savasana. You notice I'm holding this leg. Yeah, it kind of, I don't know if it's habit or if it needs to be held. Did open up a lot. So, same as always, bend your knees, grab the side of the mat, and roll the flesh of your buttocks down, roll your shoulder blades under, drop your legs one at a time. Take the left one, feels less hesitant to drop, but we're just gonna let it do its thing. And eventually it'll drop, or not. We're not gonna force anything. And we're gonna be here for 5 minutes. This is the most important pose of all. Without Savasana, you lose 40% of the work. Close your eyes from the top to the bottom, separate your lips, and drop your tongue. And we should take a blanket for under our head. So I'm going to reset the timer. 30 seconds. So I'm going to reset the timer. You could stay where you are if you're already in it, but now we're starting. So it's interesting for me, for the first time in a long time, I actually feel the weight on my left glute. Usually I just feel it on the right side. So that could be a good thing. That hip is definitely opening up. Maybe I finally released those issues and those tissues. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Flex your feet, so bring your toes towards you and your heels away from you. Extend your arms above. Separate your lower body from your upper body. And then you're going to bend your knees, one leg at a time, or do them both at the same time. I'm going to move the blanket out of the way and bring my right knee in, lift up my head. Hold it for a breath or two. See if you have more range on day 7. And then grab the other leg. If you can't grab the knee, grab the thigh behind it and bring it in. Hold it for a breath or two. And then put your hands on both knees, rock side to side. And then come onto your left side. And you're going to come into fetus position as much as you can. Hold it. Place your right hand on the floor and come up. Either crisscross applesauce or thunderbolt. I am going to do thunderbolt. Come onto your mat. And we're going to do pranayama. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 2. Exhale for a count of 6. Hold it for a count of 2. And we're going to do 10 rounds. Let's begin. Inhale. Namaste. So, here's my problem. My calf has just locked up. So I'm going to attempt to unlock it by coming into child's pose. Not child's pose, sorry. Downward dog. And come up, okay. So it did unlock. It's good. It's a bit touch and go for a minute there. So, see where we're at. Weight on the right leg. That was weird. Weight on the right leg. That calf still wants to lock up. So, weight on the left leg. Little uneasy, maybe because the calf wants to lock up. Let's try that again. That's where we're at. We could hold it, little wobble there. And over here seems to be higher than when we started. So let's check out the walking. What do I feel in this leg? Interesting. Feels like a different leg. It's like, feels like the muscles are actually awake and they're engaging. So I'm going to come as far away as possible and walk and see where we're at. No. It's like it wants to engage, but it doesn't. So, not sure if that's better or worse or the same. Definitely feels different. That's for sure. So that's my walking for you. That's where we're at. Here. To the side. All right. Toodles.